I have the same birthday as Gypsy Rose Blanchard, except I'm a couple years younger, and I'm a survivor of Munchausen by proxy, and she's not. And this is how we're gonna explain it. Everything you've ever known about her is a lie. It's a carefully calculated lie because the leader on Munchausen by proxy said that she's probably a sociopath. That's the first one right off the bat. Second one right off the bat, have you noticed how skinny Gypsy Rose is? Have you noticed how skinny Gypsy Rose is? So did you know that when she got arrested, she was 99 pounds, and when she got out of jail, she was like close to the 150s? And now that she's done having a baby, she's back down to 99 pounds because she's taking a GLP-1, and she went and she got plastic surgery on her face, and she got her teeth done. All things that she signed off consensually as an adult, as a child, to get them pulled, and then also to get them fixed as an adult. Yeah, that's right. She wasn't a child when she got her teeth done originally. When all those teeth got pulled out, she was 24 years old, and she signed off on them herself. Also, Dee Dee Blanchard was denied any power of attorney over Gypsy Rose. She was just given a, what is it? The one where, it's called a durable power of attorney. There you go. It's called a durable power of attorney. That means that Gypsy Rose was found by the court systems and her parents to be full and the doctors to be fully sound of mind and fully capable of making her own medical decisions as an independent adult with a disability. And that if Gypsy Rose wasn't able to make any medical decisions, the durable power of attorney would come into play, and Dee Dee Blanchard would make decisions that are based off a set, strict guideline and written guideline that Gypsy has between her and her mother. And then if it wasn't her mother, Dee Dee Blanchard, that did the durable power of attorney, there were two other people named that were listed as like aunts and uncles that helped with Gypsy Rose Blanchard. Yes, she did need the feeding tube. In fact, she was admitted into the hospital for 3 days after a swallowing study where they said themselves that they believed that Gypsy was malingering. If you don't know what malingering is a form of Munchausen by proxy where they focus and fake symptoms or try to exaggerate their illness for attention. The person with Munchausen by proxy is Gypsy Rose Blanchard, not Dee Dee Blanchard. And you're going to go, well, wait, how does that work if she's actually sick? So, as a survivor of Munchausen by proxy, my mom refused to get me neurological medical care, but she hyper-fixated on the psychological and ADHD level care that she tried to use and the psychiatric pills that she used to induce psychosis in me to gain attention and prove that I'm this crazy fucking kid. So she got all the attention, right? Because she has a savior's complex. When it comes down to Gypsy Rose, when she has Munchausen inflicted upon self, that means she is using her disability, faking not being able to feel her legs, faking not liking to eat, talking about how her mom never fed her. There's literal screenshots where she's telling her dad, Rod, that her mom was making her gumbo and that it was super yummy. And then let's talk about the, these are royal mashed potatoes. Aren't they good? That motherfucking shit, okay? No, the bitch could fucking eat. She just didn't want to. She has an eating disorder. And she has a microdeletion that is larger than the one they've even done studies on. So it affects a lot more than just what her microdeletion affects. So yes, Gypsy Rose needed the feeding tube. She was underweight. She was not eating. She was refusing and she was malingering. So they gave her a feeding tube because she was losing weight. And she had failure to thrive, which means she wasn't gaining weight. And they couldn't figure out why. And so they made her put in a feeding tube so that she would gain weight. And guess what? She gained weight in prison. And then guess what? She lost it all when she got out because the food in prison is junk and the food outside of it isn't. And now she's like super exercising and trying to be a beauty influencer and get brands to work with her and everybody to love her because she's using a manipulative triangulation tactic because she is potentially suspected to have antisocial personality disorder. Now, I am not a clinical physician. I cannot diagnose her. I've never talked to the bitch a day in my life, but I can tell just looking at her that she's fucking lying. As someone who's been abused, my mom is worse than Dee Dee Blanchard. I would trade places with Gypsy in a heartbreak, yet my mom's still alive, and that should put two and two together. Hi, I'm Celeste.